Hello everybody and welcome to day 7 of the Requip Withdrawal log. My name is Joshua Bishop with Jobish Productions, and today we're going to run a little bit longer. Last night I asked Kay to come up with a list of activities that were restricted to her because she was on the Requip, and she came at me with a huge list today. You'll see that at the end of the video at the end of her daily update.
Alright, we're day 7. I took my 1.5, you know how small those Mirapex are? They're about 1/8 of an inch. Try to cut that in half. It was small. But I took that and then the 2 Lyrica during the day yesterday. And between like 6 and 9, I was just wiped out, tired. So I just was sitting on the couch. Dean and I were just watching some football. And then I slowly just kind of lay down on the couch, which I have never done, and almost fell asleep, but my legs started jumping, and so I just kind of got up and walked around for a little while. Then I was too tired, so about 10 I tried to go to bed, and probably got up at 10:15, you know, not long, and watched some more, tried to go back to bed. About 30 minutes later, got up, and so it must have been around 11 or so. I think I finally, let me see, wrote down my notes, because, yeah, it was about 11. Because then at 1, I woke up, but I think I was laying there for at least 30 minutes while my legs were slowly getting worse and worse. It was like in the ankles, and it was like almost like a cramping, where it was the muscles like being twisted and pulled slowly until you can't take it anymore, and then you just have to jump. And it kept getting stronger and stronger. So finally, you know, I finally got up, and it was probably about 1 o'clock I got up, and just kind of did some stuff around the house for about 2 hours. But I was so tired, I just wanted to lay down, you know, and you just kind of stare into space because you don't really want to do anything. You just want to go to bed, but you know you can't, you know, so it gets kind of frustrating. I was kind of shaky. And finally about 2:30, I think I tried to go to bed somewhere between 1 and 2, but my legs started right away, so I got up. But about 2:30, I think I finally went back to bed and fell asleep till about 5, and then got up at 5 for just a few minutes, and went back to bed and slept till about 8. So I probably got 5-6 hours, maybe, you know, off and on.
Total.
Yeah. But it was interesting. This morning I was in the kitchen, and Dean looked at me and he said, you know, he goes, you are not the same as you are normally. And I said, well, how so? And he said, well, he said, last night, he said, you were sewing, and he said, you were like so intent on, like you couldn't think of anything else but doing that sewing. You know, and usually I'm doing like 10 things at one time, you know, and he said, he goes, everything I seem to do, I seem to only do that. And then like it's taken all my concentration. And I said, yeah, it is like that. It's, I mean, normally I'm, you know, up picking up things, or letting the dog in or out, or, you know, getting things for the cats, or putting away laundry or dishes, or, I mean, and now I'm like, I do one thing, and then I think my laundry basket sat there for like a week and didn't even move it. You know, it's like, that's not like me. You know? I wrote down no movie theaters. Well, gone to a few now and then, but usually I end up standing along the side of the theater watching the movie, because it's something about sitting and you leaning back at all, it makes the legs worse than if you're just, I always have to sit up very straight. And you know, you can't ride on an airplane without pain. You can't relax at night or lay on the couch or sit without pain. I can't sit on the couch and curl up with my husband on it, you know, because it's your legs start and you have to get up, you know. It's really affected us. And you can't lay in bed either because your legs are going to bother you. Can't take long car rides. Like this, every summer my husband drives to North Carolina to the beach, and I always fly because it's if I can't sit in the car for 2 days, you know, like 24 hours that it takes to drive out there. And I've missed out on that trip with him every year. You know, that's been a bad thing for us. And I can't go to dinner at restaurants without sitting in pain. You don't think straight at night. You don't see straight at night. I used to be skinny. I gained 20 pounds when I first went on Requip. But a lot of things I want to do, I can't do. I love to sit and knit. I can't sit and read. You know, that kind of list goes on. And I can't have anybody touch my legs. You know, if I'm sitting close to somebody and they're, you know, like just on a plane or on a couch or, you know, anybody, it's something touches your leg, or my cat loves to go under and rub on your feet. I mean, I kick the cat away because it's like any of that touching will spur on the legs, you know, jumping around. And I can't drink alcohol because alcohol will, especially on Requip, will always make your symptoms a lot worse. And, you know, so occasionally I might have a beer or something if we go out to eat, which is rare, but usually I don't drink. If I have anything, it's maybe a half a glass, and that maybe once every 3 months, because you know you'll pay for it. And so you can't do that. I'm always worried about my husband and boys because they're always worried about me. You know, everything they'll do is like, well, you know, how you doing? How are you, Mom? Or, you know, I hate that they worry about me and about what I'm doing and, you know, how I'm It's always affected jobs. When I started thinking about going back to work, about when the boys went to college, you know, like 6, 7 years ago, I thought, well, I can't get a job sitting. I could work behind a desk, and, you know, because there's no way I could sit all day, because the more you sit during the day, too, the worse it'll be at night. The more you got to keep an even activity level. If you like do too much exercise, your legs will get worse. If you don't do as much as you usually do, your legs worse. It's a strange.
It's a balance.
Yeah, real balance. And because vacations at the beach were always bad because I'd be swimming all day and walking on the beach, and then and for a week I'd be a lot worse. You know, and it wasn't like that before. It was always very even. You know what to expect. Everything is scheduled. You have to plan when to go to bed. You know what. And that's hard to do every day of the week because things happen in life, you know. People call, say, come on over, you know, I can't do that. Or if we're on vacation, you know, I spent 2 weeks with my brother and my sister at the U.S. Open in North Carolina last summer. And they're like, oh, it's Friday night, so there's a band, let's go dancing. And I'm like, well, you know, I've already taken my pill, I can't. I have to go to bed in 30, 40 minutes, you know. And people don't understand that. You never have good dreams. You have nightmares on Requip. And I get nightmares where, I mean, somebody always dies and it's a violent, horrible death. You know, I mean, just really bad dreams, you know, things that happen to me, to my loved ones, to, you know, I mean, there have been many nights where I've woken up and I'm scared to death that somebody's dead somewhere. Just nasty things. And you know, I had a dream once where my son drowned and I'm staring at him, you know, couldn't get to him, and I watched him go under the water. You know, dreams like that, and they're very vivid. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, I had not had one since in the last 6 nights. But I haven't had any dreams. So I'm thankful for that. 'Cause I hate those.